Okay, on demand, I'm going to demo um, some of the problems on fractional adding and subtracting. People are getting upset about the difficulty and challenges they are facing. So the first question is 4p over 9 plus q over 9. So I'm not going to exactly simplify this. I'll take perhaps another example. Let's call it 5x over 8 plus y over 8. Now, one other thing you got to notice is the denominator. They are same. So the denominator, if they are same, adding is pretty simple. If you remember in intermediate, you learned actually how to add 3 over 8 plus say 5 over 8, and that'll give me nothing changes with the denominator, and you simply add 3 plus 5. So one of the thing you must realize, you can't use calculator anymore. With algebra you got to understand the fractions. If you haven't learned the basic fractions, this is the time to go back and review this sort of fractional um, problem solving. It's very important for mathematics. Okay, so with this one, well, now possibly most of the people guessed it. 8 is the common denominator, we call it. Denominator. And we got to add the top expressions. It's simply like the number simplification. It's pretty much the same thing. Now, is it possible to add 5x and y? The answer is no, because they are unlike terms. Cannot be added or subtracted. I hope I'm writing it correctly spelling wise. So the final answer remains the same, nothing changes. You simply write that down and that's it. Okay, let me quickly move to the next one. With this one, they have given a little bit of different kind of expression. So let's take another one. I'm not going to give you exactly the same thing, but perhaps, oh, sorry, I got to use the eraser, and then, yeah, it's a minus sign in between, and I'm going to say 6 over 10c. Since the denominators are same, it'll be 10c. You simply rewrite the denominator. This is not the time, well, to multiply or do whatever. You simply rewrite denominator right? And then you subtract 6 from 6a. Now one of the thing can be done. The highest common factor is 6. A minus 1 over 10c is the answer, right? I'm rushing, otherwise the video will be too long. Now, once again, I will take, let's not take 13, take another number, right? So let's say 6x over 15. Now I better go for, no, I made a mistake, so I got to erase it. Let's say 6x over 17. That should be equal to, now probably by now you realized that is simply copied unchanged over there, and then it'll be 6x plus 5x, which will give me 6x and 5x are um, like terms, they can be added. So it'll be 11x over 17 is the answer. Okay, one of the reasons people struggle with these sort of things because they didn't have enough understanding of fraction in the intermediate school. Probably that, I don't know, who ignored the fractions totally. Okay, now the next one. Saying the common denominator 6, so it'll be, okay, I take another one. 7x over 5 minus, say, 2x over 5, right? So 5 will be the, from there, 5 will be the common denominator, and nothing changes. You simply go 7x minus 2x, and that'll give you, they are like terms, so that'll give you 5x over 5. If you leave it like that, well, the marks can be deducted, because at the end of the day you have to cancel out 5 and 5, that gives you x. Remember, I am not solving exactly those ones. I am writing my own questions. I am giving you parallel papers. Right? Let's move on. Quickly. Okay. Getting harder. So, let's take 3a plus 5b over 10 plus 2a plus 5b over 10. This is my question. Easy stuff. Same denominator, so you simply rewrite that denominator. Okay, and this is going to be 3a, nothing changes, 5b. Don't get confused with the more complicated ones when you do the cross multiplication. For these ones, you do not cross multiply. Do not cross multiply. Now, 3a and 2a, and that positive sign, this is positive 2a, so that'll give you 5a plus positive 5b, another positive 5b will give you 10b over 10. Now there is a common factor that'll give you a plus 2b. I factorized it. You got to be really quick now. 5 goes into 5 once, 5 goes into 10 twice. So the final answer is a plus 2b over 2. Real quick. Okay, let's say 7x plus 9y over 12 minus 4x minus 3y. Okay, and then 12. This is my question. I'm not going to solve this. Okay, so now you should be able to prompt me. 12, 7x plus 9y minus 4x. You got to be really cautious. This is negative, and another negative. That'll give you positive 3y. And 7x minus 4x gives you 3x plus 9y and 3y gives you 12y, and then divided by 12, nice and easy, factor 3, x plus 4y over 12, and then cancellations, that gives you 4, x plus 4y over 4. Nice and easy. Move. That's easy. Same base. Sorry, it's no longer different denominator. This is the time you go cross multiply, and these two multiply. These are all multiply, although there is a plus sign in between. So it is going to be, I'm going to solve it. 15 and 5 times a plus 3 times b. Unlike terms, unlike, they are not similar. So final answer will be 5a plus 3b over 15. Nice and easy. If it is a subtract, okay, let's take 2x over 5 minus x over 7. Nice and easy. 5 times 7. 5 times 7. 5 times 7. I mean, this is a kind of rote learning, but anyway, I'll show it to you in that way. It's easier, which gives you 35, right? And then you go boom, boom, cross multiply. 7 times 2x. 7 times 2x gives you 14x. Then in between, minus sign. 5 times 7x. 5 times 7x gives you 35x. 35x. Right, 14x minus 35x. You are going down. If you are thinking about elevation, you are elevators, you are going from 14th floor to under the ground 35 floors. So you will be ending up 1, negative 21x. You got to be really cautious with the positives and negative. This is the reason, actually, you got to make sure you revise integers. That means positive, negative, positive and negative numbers. These are not plus and minus. Remember that. In class, I talked about it. I hope you remember that. And you should be able to do rest of them. Let me do this one quickly. Okay, I'll do this one. Q times 7Q, Q times 7Q, that gives you 7Q squared. Then you do bing, bing, bang. You go 7Q times 4P, 7Q times 4P minus 6 times Q, and 18PQ minus 6Q over 7Q squared, and then you got to take common factor and simplify. I'm not going to do it now. I'll leave it to you. If you still have a problem, you got to get in touch with me. I will try to explain it. All the best. The fractions are very important in algebra. Well, sometimes in the realistic problem, you come up with fractions. So don't ignore it. Thank you very much. I'll stop there and having a look at the video very quickly, upload it to the Google Classroom so that you can have a look at the whole thing, right?